Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Berrios. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he gets him a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Calling a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. The kick by McManus is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady road wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later, put the points up on the board.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get them behind the line twice in a row. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Flushed out right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And here comes Berrios. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 6-0 our score after one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They go back to Gordon here on first down. Taken down at the 42.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Shoves him aside. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition, and none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Now Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that snap is a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Carr. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
The Raiders at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right? They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. They find some open field here. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 16, Raiders nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Takes it to about the 37.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw on 2nd and 6, Carr steps away to his left. He'll look downfield for Waller. And incomplete on the deep ball.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Carr.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Williams. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a 2nd player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, Wilson. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
Tried to create a little bit of that hocus-pocus with some magic. But the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. That's caught inside the 20. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw his car. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
Well, I think everyone who's watching is certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, aren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. On the move to his left. Working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
On second down, Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now on second and 13, Wilson. Albert Okuwebunam, the intended target. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw once more on second and 10. Wilson. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he's going to get this down near the 25. To throw again is Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it.
Fuck is this nigga throwing the ball, man? This nigga was up there for an hour. Look at this shit. Hey, where you throwing it?
And a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
Oh, what the fuck? Bruh. Bruh.
And they're going to move it
Bruh.
inside the 25.
What the fuck was that, man? This should be on some fake shit, yo.
Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Throwing on first down. It's
Oh, why is he going there?
Chased out left.
This is some bullshit, bro.
His impatience has to be
What?
trying to find a way to get his team to the
Huh?
end zone.
I don't know. Who the fuck broke my handle?
Find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers.
I know you didn't break my handle, boy.
The connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side.
I'm on the ball now. I'm trying to get balls, man.
But sometimes that binds you up so much and you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for, and taken successfully.
Wow.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to be a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know,
Oh, baby boy.
this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your half.
Come on, baby boy.
Like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Wow, Bob.
Pass that should have been intercepted. And it winds up
There's some ball shot, bro.
critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a
That's
little
just great, bro.
frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
Got him.
This turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next
All right, man. Let's end this game, baby boy.
2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing.
Stop playing around with this one,
I
man.
think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep it wet. 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Let's go. Come on. Stop playing with this real nigga, man.
Carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll get that complete to Alberto.
Come on.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28.
Stop playing with this one, man.
To throw is Wilson. Over the middle.
We see you.
That's Gordon.
We see you, nigga.
Down at the 27. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now Wilson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown. Albert O. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Yeah.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Carr now on first down. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Here's a give up the middle. It's good. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a first
What I told you? 1. Nine. Huh?
The Las Vegas offense
8.
ready to start this next drive.
5.
Running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching
3. 7.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Carr to throw. Pass complete. It's Adams. And that will give him another 1st down, but the clock's certainly working against him. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Pass rusher extraordinaire. D Ford that time getting the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing his Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here's Carr. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
This is too fucking funny, bro.
They needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little, too late now.
Yeah, too little, too fucking late, little nigga.
But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Gang, bro, Prince.
Carlson up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option.